One of the most underused marketing strategies for music schools and lesson studios isn't social media or paid ads, it's your own community. On this episode of Rock School Proprietor Podcast, we're talking about the power of local collaborations and how partnering with other small businesses can drive visibility, referrals, and word-of-mouth marketing for your studio in ways that paid marketing simply can't match. We're sharing creative collaboration ideas, talking about the costs involved, and helping you think through how to balance the time and effort against the real benefits of building stronger ties in your community. Your future students and families are already in your community. This episode is about creating a more direct referral pipeline so you can reach them. Stay tuned. I want to talk real quick about instructor training. Training is incredibly time consuming, and it's actually something I used to avoid because of it. I'd hire a new guitar instructor and basically cross my fingers, hoping for the best. That strategy, or lack of strategy, just wasn't sustainable. My goal now is providing staff with the right tools to teach effectively and feel confident. When I published Complete Guitar Strumming, I did all the hard, time-consuming work in the front end. Along with the book, I've created a free instructor companion guide and training videos to help new instructors learn the material quickly and teach with confidence. These are the exact same training tools I use, and anyone using the book gets access to them. So you don't need to spend hours training your guitar instructors. I've done the heavy lifting for you. Visit rockschoolproprietor.com/book for all the details. Welcome to Rock School Proprietor Podcast. My name's John Kazicki.
And I'm Mandy York.
Mandy, we're going to talk about collaborating with other businesses in your community today. That's the focus of this one. And I know that's something that you've done a lot of. I like to do that also. So I thought, why not talk about that, give some ideas, benefits, things to watch out for when you're trying to collaborate and plan other events or promotions with other community organizations and businesses.
Mm-hmm. I love this. Yep.
How much time do you, from the outside, I see when I look at your business, it seems like you do this a lot, but I don't have, I don't know how to quantify that. I just think oh yeah, Mandy does a lot of collaboration in the community.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I would say, a couple times a month. I'd say I have at least two events collabs on the calendar every month.
Okay.
So it's a good balance, but
two per month is a lot. That's like every other week.
I know. I always do that. Oh, it's just two. And then you realize, every other week.
Wait, did you say two a month or every 2 months?
Two a month. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is a lot.
But it also depends on what the collaboration is. So we'll get into that. There, some collabs are bigger than others, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I wanted to talk about this because last week I had a meeting and there's a new ice cream shop in our town. And I don't know, have you been to the new ice cream shop?
Oh, yes. My whole family. Yeah.
Okay. And so kind of long backstory, I guess. I used to live in Madison, Wisconsin, and there was this place called the Chocolate Shop and had what I think is the best ice cream in the Midwest. Mm-hmm. And when I moved from Wisconsin, I really missed that ice cream and I couldn't find it anywhere else. And so I walk into this new ice cream shop a month or so ago, or a couple months ago, and I see a sign that says they proudly serve Chocolate Shop ice cream. And it blew my mind.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, my wife was she was out of the country at the time, and I immediately wanted to text her, oh my gosh, Chocolate Shop ice cream. But I was trying to figure out, okay, what time is it where she is? Would I be texting her in the middle of the night? But so then I got thinking about how much I love this ice cream. And I decided to contact the owners of the shop because I don't know them, but I thought I'll introduce myself, tell them how much I love the ice cream, and then pitch them the idea of some sort of collaboration, like a like a Michigan Rock School signature Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So I pitched the idea and had a meeting last week. They love it. We're going to do it. Perfect collaboration, right? Because like we see a lot of kids at the rock school. Kids love ice cream. Families love ice cream. It's going to be good for them. They'll help promote what we do. Perfect collaboration, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't want to give away. I'll actually, by the time this episode comes out, I think the collaboration will probably be already happening. So the Sunday is going to be called "Smells Like Teen Sprinkles."
Yes. Did you come up with that?
I did.
Nice
job.
job.
Yeah. So it's going to be super cool. I'm excited about it. But that's a collaboration. Like from the outside, like a music school and an ice cream shop. It doesn't necessarily. It's not something that I think would be front of mind.
Right.
But I'm super excited about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that's what led to this conversation. It's like, okay, well, when I do something like this, what are the benefits for me? So I just kind of jotted down like my list of benefits for these types of community collaborations. And like, obviously you do others, I do others, but pose the question, like, why? Why collaborate with other businesses and organizations in the community? Do you want me to list my benefits, or do you want to tell me why you do it? Because you do it a lot.
Yeah. I want to, list yours first and then I'll go.
Okay. Number one, community visibility. So just by doing these collaborations, you have more visibility in your community, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just organically, whoever you're partnering with is going to obviously, hopefully, promote what this collaboration is. We're stronger together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's number one. Number two, again, you're expanding your reach beyond just your core audience. And then through these collaborating organizations and community leaders, you are going to receive greater visibility, opportunities for them to recommend you. This becomes part of your referral pipeline, essentially.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if I'm talking to families at my music school and the obvious, like, hey, we need to buy a new guitar. We need to buy guitar strings. Where should we go? I'll recommend the places around that I think are good because we don't do any retail. Or even if they're talking about restaurants in town or whatever, families trust me for whatever reason, right? But they do because I'm part of the community. And so these other business owners, these other leaders of the community organizations are similar. Their customers trust them to make referrals. So that keeps us front of mind. So referral pipeline, visibility, and then this is a big one. And I don't know if you can put like real quantifiable value on this, but when you're part of these collaborations, it's an expression and a demonstration that you are not just in the community, but you're part of the community.
Mm-hmm.
So you are part of making your town or your community stronger, better. You're actively taking a role in improving what it's like to live in your area, as opposed to just, hey, it's this business in town, right? Like if I go to CVS, I go there because it's convenient. It's right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think of CVS as like really community minded, or name your random gas station or supermarket or whatever, right?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Last one, obviously reciprocity. You hope that whatever you are doing to promote this collaboration, your partner, your business community partners will promote what you're doing as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yes. Yes to all of these. I feel the same way. I like being visible in the community. I I I want to, I'm not always, but I want to have a present wherever there are like family businesses or family events around, because I'm a family music studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when
Yeah.
people think about music for kids, I want them to think of music time,
Yeah.
right? Same goes for you. Just like you said, it's that visibility, name recognition. It's building the word of mouth and reputation. It made me think while you were talking, we recently did an episode on, we talked about like Facebook advertising and stuff. I mean, that
Mm-hmm.
wasn't what
Mm-hmm.
our episode was completely about, but
Yeah.
like how tricky it is right now. Like, where do you advertise and how? When
Yeah.
we know word of mouth is the best
Mm-hmm.
way to
Mm-hmm.
advertise a business. So this is one of those ways. This is marketing. These things are, right?
Yes. Yeah.
To get the community talking and put you at the top of that list. And I personally am, like you said, invested in our community.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly why I do these things personally. And then, yes, I want our broader community to know that we as a whole, Music Time, is invested in this community. You and I spend a lot of time cultivating our studio communities. We talk all the time how important that is to us.
Yes.
Our studio communities are part of this broader Milford community, right?
Right. The town where we live.
And
Yeah.
beyond, the town,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it's worth investing in that also and being there.
Yeah. And these collaborations and that investment in the community, those all signal to our clients that this is, and potential clients, that this is what we're about. We are,
Yeah.
yes, we offer this service, but we're also invested in more than just what we do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's not just about the service. It's about the community. Yep. I'm all in. That's why I love this stuff.
Yeah. Well, and I think this wasn't even in my notes, but going back to my story about the ice cream thing, it's like that's an opportunity to get creative
Mm-hmm.
and do something fun and do something different that
Yep.
sort of breaks the monotony of our day to day, but also breaks that normal routine of how we promote our businesses, how we market our businesses. It's a little curveball that can be a bit more exciting.
Yeah, for sure. I want to talk about some of the things I do. Is that okay?
Yes.
Can I fit this in
Sure.
now? Okay. So things like your collab with the ice cream shop, our smoothie shop does that too. They've got a couple collabs like with the yoga studio and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's really smart. That's fun. Those are like, that's kind of a minimal investment collab, right? It's very
Yes.
creative, but you don't have to show up for anything. You're not spending money on this. It's something fun and creative that gives both of you exposure. I think when we're talking about collaborations like this, there's a wide range of things that you can do in your communities. The thing that I've been doing the longest is working with local libraries.
Yeah.
And I guess these are kind of, it's fuzzy event / collaboration, but like I've established relationships with multiple children's librarians in the area, right? And they keep me on their roster, and I go in, or one of my teachers, and we make music with the library patrons,
Mm-hmm.
which crosses over with my community as well. I often see
Mm-hmm.
my students in there. It's more exposure, and I get really great feedback from the librarians, because they say, like, these programs always fill. We love having, music as part of our regular lineup of activities. So it's benefiting both of us. I've been doing that the longest, and I would say that's one I've got at least every other month.
So
library
when you,
visit. Yeah.
yeah, so when you talk about your community collaborations that you're doing, and it's every other week, that is pretty regularly scheduled, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I would say like that. I've got a library in there every other month, at least.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes two. Yeah. So library, that's a little different. But local businesses, I like, there's business in town that does like childcare with workspaces for
Mhm.
adults, right? We serve the same audience. We have a lot of crossover with our families. So we've collaborated in having me visit her space, right? And she kind of throws an event. We
Can I
have
ask you a
teamed
question?
up.
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
ask you a question about this? When you are thinking about these collaborations,
Mhm.
what is do you have yeses and nos? Like, okay, these are my criteria. This
Mhm.
would be a yes, this would be a no. Or
Huh.
or maybe not what are the nos, but like what are the for sure yeses?
Like the for sure yeses are the businesses, organizations that serve kids and families
So the
for
same
me.
audience, right? So
Same
your same
audience.
target market. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That would be a for sure. Yeah. And I really I like I like knowing the businesses in the area. I like having relationships with the owners.
Mm.
We do serve the same audience. Someone maybe could loosely call us like competitive businesses. I don't see it that way. I really like collaborating rather than viewing anybody else in the community as like competition,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
better to collaborate than go in the other direction. And
Yeah, and in fact, I was recently on Eric Branner's podcast, the
Mhm.
440. Shout out to Eric. And in our conversation, he even mentioned he doesn't believe that any of us are really in competition. He believes that there's always going to be more people who are looking for our services than people who can provide that
Perf-
service.
yeah, I feel the same way. Yes,
Mhm.
I think that's smart. And that's when I think too, like to not be consumed with worrying about a competitor and just doing the best that you can,
Yeah.
right? Focusing on what you do well because there there are enough people out there to serve. So anyway, I like collaborating and we keep in touch. We share ideas, even
Mhm.
stuff like that. What's working, what's not. We teamed up as businesses for young children and provided activities at an arts festival, like a broader arts festival within the community. So we have a really great nonprofit arts organization. They had some musicians visit or set up for different times during the day. It was an outdoor event, lots of vendors in tents. We provided some crafts for kids, me and this other business owner. I even did a short concert in the morning just on my own. You
Mhm.
know, that's beautiful. Like I love that because it's a nonprofit arts organization that we're supporting. They offer classes for preschoolers through adults.
Mhm.
It it's an arts organization. We're in the arts. Like it that one checked all of the boxes, right?
Right. So
And then it
checking
was
the
right here in our
boxes,
community. Mhm.
same target market, also working in the arts, so promoting
Yeah.
this broader category, not just music, but arts in general.
Arts in our
Um,
community. Yeah.
yep. Yeah, community focused. Yeah, it ticks all the boxes. You're right.
Yes. That was a great one. I loved that. I've teamed up with a yoga instructor before. That was really cool. So we did like with my older kids, they do drumming.
Yeah.
So we picked a theme because these children's yoga instructors are so cool, and they can give their poses all these like animal names, right?
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
she's doing these certain animal poses, then I do different animal rhythms, and it was a workshop. I had 2 or 3 hours, I can't remember.
Oh,
And
wow.
so we did, yeah, yeah. But I was with someone else. Like she did a solid 45 minutes of yoga. I did a solid 45 minutes of music. We went outside. Like when you're collaborating and sharing the load, that's another thing about this. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not that interested in doing a 2 or 3 hour workshop completely by myself. But when
Yeah.
you've got someone else there, it was super fun. And we were able to integrate these yoga and drumming patterns together. It was a fun and unique experience.
It sounds like a lot of your community collaborations that you're mentioning are you doing your thing,
Mhm.
right? At
Yes.
someplace else
Yeah.
or with someone else or modifying it. So you're essentially looking at this like, here's this class format that I generally do and offer in my business and in my space. How can I take that and either present it in a different space or present it in a slightly different way for a different audience or in collaboration with someone else and
Mhm.
intermesh the two?
Yes. Yeah. So that means unlike the ice cream or the smoothie collaboration, like this is time. This is time and money investment, right?
Yes.
So this is where we really need to think about what and how we're doing these collaborations.
Yeah, and I want to talk about the costs
Yep.
associated with these collaborations because
Yeah.
they're all going to cost something,
Mhm.
whether that is time or monetary investment or whatever it is, it will cost you. So I'm kind of the opinion that you want to get the most bang for your buck, right? So
Oh, yeah.
the lowest cost and the highest benefit obviously are going to be the the sweet spot, right? And you don't always know if it's something new,
Yeah.
but for you over time, like you do these library things over and
Mhm.
over, I'm assuming that because you're still doing them and you've been doing them for quite some time, you've assessed that the cost to you versus the benefit that you get is a good ratio. Like you get a good benefit at a reasonable cost
Yes. Yep.
because
Absolutely.
that's costing you your personal time,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Okay. And what would you say your benefits are for those library collaborations?
Well, I mean, I'll back up just a minute. When I first started, I was doing these for free.
Hmm.
And we've talked about this before, like offering services for free and getting paid, right?
Yeah.
I did it for free in the beginning. I do charge for these now. I do
Okay.
charge for these. And but I
So just to clarify, because I have questions,
Yeah.
is what you're charging, would it still be considered discounted from like the hours that you put into it? Would it be less than the hours that you'd be getting paid if you're doing a class in your studio?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So if I was doing kind of a very, very similar event at my studio, I would call it like a pop-up event and I would give it a theme and I would sell seats at my studio. I would probably make double,
Gotcha.
just doing
Okay.
this at my
Yeah.
studio. Yes, good question. So it is discounted, but I consistently see library patrons signing up for my classes.
Okay.
I consistently do.
So what you're getting paid is offsetting your costs, the
Mhm.
cost of your time, and
Yeah.
then so you're lowering that cost with what you're getting paid from the library, and then the benefit is you're seeing those faces convert to students.
Yep. Yeah. And it's the visibility too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The word of mouth, it spreads.
Okay, so I want to talk about costs because
Mhm.
obviously with what we do with the Rock School, we do a lot of performances and
Yeah.
some of those we plan at our venues. Some of them we will collaborate with other organizations and places in the community. I've had to turn down a lot of community performances. And the reason that I turned down a lot of community performances is because of the cost associated with it. Real common scenario, we'll get asked frequently, to come have students perform at, say, like a school fair or event or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, going back to like your criteria, well, is it the same audience? Yes. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Same potential market. So that's a positive, but the costs tend to outweigh the benefits for me in that situation because, and the schools don't understand this, but when I start talking to them about the event, things that I'll ask, is there what kind of sound system is there?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And if
If
there's no
there is a
sound
sound,
system,
yeah.
right? If there's no sound system, then we have to bring one,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if we have to bring one, then the amount of extra time that it takes us to set things up
Mm-hmm.
skyrockets and tear things down, right? Because we're already we're bringing a band of kids. We're bringing a lot of equipment that they probably don't have, like a drum set and like guitar amps. And then I have to hire at least one of my instructors to be there and coordinate with the groups, right?
Yep.
There's administrative costs to figure out, okay, which one of these groups can I bring?
Availability, right?
Yep. So
Yeah.
then if we are bringing say like a PA system, as I mentioned, there's extra time to set all that stuff up. Who's going to run the PA system, right? So these costs like inch up and up and up to the point where it's like, minimum, that's like a $500 expense.
Yeah.
And then when I consider, it's the same target market, but, am I going to make that back? Or is there an easier way to reach that target market? Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, what if I just donated like, free month of lessons for your silent auction or something like that, right? All of a sudden the costs associated with that are a lot less and there's a lot less work involved. So yeah, unfortunately I've had to say no to a lot of those things because of the cost involved in setting them up. So, but yeah, I do. So now I look for like, well, what are these other creative things to use more as like marketing tools? Like this collaboration with the ice cream shop is a really good one, right? Because what did it take? It took me like, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes of sort of brainstorming the idea, sending the email, went to a short meeting. We're going to get some custom stickers printed, so that'll be part of the promotion. So there's a little bit of cost there. We'll might be a little time because we're planning to do some videos, like maybe making the sundae, and maybe I'll bring in like a student to be involved with that. So like a little bit more time costs, but nothing nearly close to what it costs when we're coordinating these performances with the students.
Right. Yeah, that makes me feel really fortunate that I can fit almost all of my stuff in a large duffel bag. When I call it my Mary Poppins bag because I can fit so many things in there. I can take all my, kids' percussion instruments and everything.
Yeah.
So that is a big difference you have to think about.
Yeah. And, there are workarounds. We've done years ago, I would host open mic nights. And so that's a good way to cross promote with whatever venue it is that we're using. So that's sort of and then we can invite students to that, but it's not like we have to coordinate things the same way. So I think there are definitely workarounds, but yeah, my word of caution there is, what is the cost associated with this? And just kind of be careful because you get excited planning these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally. You can get
Mm-hmm.
excited and you can get carried away. And the next thing you know, it's like, oh my gosh, this is taking up so much time and so much effort. And that leads to the subject of opportunity cost. So the amount of time and effort you're spending on this, what are you not spending that time on that, otherwise you would be or could be in your studio?
Yes. Exactly. And I mean, I've learned that the hard way for sure over the years.
So you've fallen for that?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I have learned and I have, I like to know that I have like helped pass this information, these lessons on to newer business owners that I work with. I'm thinking of a conversation I had last week that if I'm going to participate and you want me to perform, right? Which I do, there's a fee for that, right? There is a fee. But I'm going to bring an audience with me, like, and that's what this is about. That's what this collaboration is about. I'm going to, I'm going to bring my people and we're going to be at your festival. But like when it comes to maybe providing an activity for the kids, sure, I would love to donate, X amount on markers. And the last thing I did was foam visors for an outdoor event, right? Kids decorated them and put stickers on them. Like that, I'll donate. I place the order, it arrives, I spend some time there. We've got volunteers there. Yes. But like, you have to, don't say yes every time, right? When we just had sidewalk sales in town on Main Street too. And they're calling around asking for people to, the kids, I'm speaking about me, like the kids' businesses, like, we need somebody to sit in front of the bounce house.
Right.
Would you, we'll put your banner up. Could you kind of be there?
Yeah, the old free exposure, right?
That's what I'm getting at. Yes. Oh,
Yep.
no.
Musicians are very familiar with the free exposure gig.
Right? And you have to like gently educate people. Like, I would like to participate, but I, in order for, I need compensation to be there. It's
Right.
funny to me that like,
you're not going to sit in front of the bounce house for 2 hours and watch kids go in and out, because that's not really going to promote your business.
No, just because you got a logo up there.
Yeah.
But you know what? If they wanted a sponsor for it, right? And that's in your budget and that's something that you want to do. Okay, cool. Do that. I don't
see, and I think
don't
that's
need
exactly
to get,
where what you're talking about though now is like crossed this line. It's no longer a collaboration.
Yes, right.
That's not a collaboration. While it may be presented as a collaboration, hey, you can come do this thing with us. That that would be a quote unquote collaboration, but really they're asking you to babysit the bounce house for 2 hours.
Yes.
That's not a collaboration. That's asking you to babysit the bounce house.
Yes. Yeah.
Sponsorship is something different. It's
Absolutely,
their event.
very different.
You're just giving them money for that bounce house. Yeah.
Yep. And that's valuable too. But
yes, but it's different.
Be selective in these collaborations.
Right. Weigh the costs and the benefits. And that's why, I thought it was important to mention like my scenario where like, okay, these costs, they add up significantly, right? Just like you're saying, it's not worth your time to go sit in front of the bounce house.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as you love the community, love the kids, that's not what we do.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything? We talked about the benefits. Because we trailed into the costs and where it went, I still think like there's huge benefit in these collaborations in the community. But I'm just advocating when you're approaching these, just know that there are costs associated with it and be smart about it. Again, you want that high benefit, low cost scenario.
Absolutely. Yeah. I had wanted to say like, it's not, I don't expect payment, for every collab, right? Like it's not, when we do these things, it's not about a financial benefit, solely like, but you have to make sure that
no one's judging you.
I know. I know. I mean, I am much more careful. I ask for, I charge a fee for certain things, but I don't know. It's about balance. It's about balance for me, right?
Yeah.
And not just showing up for free every time. No way.
All right. So yes, we're pro collaborating in the community.
Yes.
Be smart, weigh the pros and cons, weigh the benefits with whatever actual real costs that you have, whether that's monetary or your time. And the time is the one that creeps in. I think that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
always underestimate, I think.
Oh,
right?
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll wrap this up and we'll see you next time.
Sounds good. Thanks, John.
Bye. If you have topic suggestions or questions, please contact us at info@rockschoolproprietor.com. We'd love to hear from you and hear suggestions for future shows. We've put together some free resources for teachers and studio owners over at rockschoolproprietor.com and a private Facebook group called The Modern Music School. Please join us over there. On social, I'm at rock.school.proprietor on Instagram and John Kazicki on both LinkedIn and Blue Sky. Your ratings and reviews on Apple Podcasts and Spotify are always appreciated. And if you enjoyed the show and gain insight from our conversation, then we count that as a win. All we ask in return is that you pay it forward and please share the show with someone you think needs to hear it.